right, good morning. It's a little after 5 o'clock in the morning here at TL Store. Out for a walk this morning. I was actually out measuring grass, if you can imagine that. Like to, in our pasture, kind of measure and see how the grass is growing. Since we don't have cattle on it, and the grass really won't support it just yet, we're mowing. And the mowing simulates that bite from the cattle, and when we bite or cut the grass, we slough off underneath, and then that creates energy for the ground. So it's keeping track of how fast it's growing and stuff like that. But that's not why I'm talking this morning. I thought this was a good opportunity to take a look at the ways we've been cutting the trees here at store. Now, this area I'm standing in right here, we took out a few trees. We were selective in what we were doing. We took some of the older trees, things that were at the end of their life. We took damaged trees, and you can look at the crowns and be like, oh, this tree's not doing well. Took that out, opened it up, and create more of a silvopasture area. Although we're really not putting any animals in here. Really, this is still an area for scouts to come and camp, and you'll see us working through to do that. But what it does is it allows the sun to hit the ground. And once the sun hits the ground, you can see we're starting to get a little more grass. We're getting some regeneration. We've got some pines regenerating here. We've got some oaks that are regenerating here. We really had a good acorn season last year, so I've got acorns all over the ground. Of course, the wildlife love the acorns, and they'll just come over here and snarf that all up. Now behind me, now that's where we open it right up. That's where we cleared the land. That's where the pasture is going. And you can really look and see at how much growth we have over there now. And right behind me here, this tree, this 3 trees, and that's the corner of the pasture. So the pasture goes that direction. We did leave some trees on this edge of it. Again, we create that silvopasture area. It does create some shade for the livestock to be in when they're here. So a couple of different ways that we're doing it, but what you can see is growth. And if we go into other areas on the camp where we haven't done this, there's no growth. And when there's no growth, there's nothing to help our soil to be healthy. And we need all that. That grass is going to put carbon into the soil that's literally going to feed the trees. So it all works together, and it's kind of what we're creating here. It's not an overnight thing. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get some of these areas that we've really gone in and disturbed the soil. Yep, they'll sprout up some grass, some weeds really quick, but that overall health is what we're looking for. So it's kind of neat to come out here and see it all growing. And like I said, that's where the corner, the Thunderbird pasture is. So for scouts that are here, pretty cool. You're going to camp here, and there's going to be cattle on that side if you're here when the cattle rotate through. What does happen is the wildlife in that pasture is unbelievable. Every morning I come out here and there's somebody out hanging out. We have a family of like 6 deer that like to hang out there. Yesterday morning I came up through and they were running through here. They were hanging out in this campsite. And then really right here, right on the edge, is where we relocated Dan O'Neill Way to, and it sits along there. So there's a lot of ecological stuff going on, and some of it's quick and it's exciting, and some of it's going to take a little bit of time, and it's going to be amazing to see what these all look like after a while. But I can tell you that my grass is growing really fast. I'm kind of excited by that. I mow it in swaths right now because it takes time to do that, and about 2/3 of that pasture is now mowed. Got another 1/3 to do, and then we'll rotate around again. Now it's right here first week of June, and we're less than a month away from the cattle showing up. While they're here, we'll bale graze them, which is we're going to bring their food to them. They're going to eat what's available of the grass, and then we're going to move them, and that's something we'll talk about during cow camp. We worry about that second bite. So that'll be kind of a neat thing that we're gonna work on there, and how they're gonna work together to really just give us a great looking pasture and really good growth. So come on up and see us. If it's just for a day, if it's just a camp, bring your troop, come see the cattle. That'll be kind of fun. Come see the goats. They always make you feel good about yourself when you see the goats. All right, and we look forward to seeing you up here.